Hello, hello. All right, here are your exercises for week 2 of our Countdown to Spring Challenge. So we're starting with lunges. Feel free to grab weights. If you have them, you can hold them by your sides. You can hold one up in front of you. You can put something on your shoulders. So up to you. You can lunge forward. That's going to work your quads and the front of your legs a little more. Or you can lunge backwards, which I would recommend if you have any trouble with your knee. In both cases, whether you're going forward or back, I know we're stepping forward or back, but I still want you to think down. So that back knee should still be coming as close as you can to the ground, all right? So you have 100, so that is 50 on each leg. I don't have weights handy, but you know bicep curls, palms are up, squeeze that bicep, even if you don't have anything, or grab 2 water bottles, 2 soup cans, but you can still contract that muscle and make it work. If you have lighter weights and they're not that challenging, go nice and slow on the way down, all right? So palms up, full range of motion for bicep curls. All right, your plie squats, those are the ones where your feet are nice and wide and your toes are slightly out at an angle. So if I were to follow my toes with a line, I'm making like a V. So when I do my plie, my knees are still over my ankles, right? If my feet are too close, they're gonna go out too far. My knees stay over my ankles, my chest stays upright, and my tailbone stays tucked. So that's the difference between a plie squat and maybe like a sumo or a regular squat. With that, we're trying to put our butt back into our chair, but with the plie, we're trying to stay upright between 2 panes of glass. So again, you can either hold weights down, you can hold something up under your chin, 100 of everything. All right, tricep kickbacks. We know this one. So your knees are soft, you're in your hinge position. You need to come down as far as you can so that you're working against gravity here. Just from the elbow is opening up and pushing back. Again, even if you don't have anything, you can squeeze that tricep, the back of the arm, and then slow and controlled on the way back. Don't let gravity take over. No swinging, just from the elbow, kicking them back. All right, 100 of those, and then you got squat jump. So, just as it sounds, you are landing into that squat when you jump. Use your knees as your shock absorbers. If you don't or can't jump, you can do a squat to a calf raise, coming up on your toes each time, right? So we're still working those calves. Of course, you have 100 of those, and then your crunches. Hopefully you can see me down here. Knees are bent, feet are flat on the floor, hands are behind your head, elbows are wide, and you are pushing your face up towards the ceiling. Right? So you're trying to lift your head, neck, and shoulders up as far as you can while still keeping space between your chin and your chest. And then as always, at least 10 minutes of self-care. So you have 100 reps of everything, break it up however you need to, post 1 picture or video a day if you want, no more than 1, you don't have to post them. Each post gets your name in the hat. If you're wearing K-Rock gear, you get an extra name in for that exercise, and if you do it in weird random places, as you saw, one of our contestants was doing them in different stores last week, and it was hilarious and a lot of fun, so feel free to follow along. All right, that's week 2. Let me know